looks left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Jackson throwing again. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. That's complete. It's Bell. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Paris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Well, throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. That's and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mack. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught by Roberts. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A gain of 12. And a Raven first down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Go, boys, bring it up.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what they're on.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Emmanuel Agba there on the stop. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. Third down here. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. 59.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Jackson leaves it with Edwards on the draw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Yellow!
On first down, McCoy. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Edwards, a man who went undrafted out of Rutgers, signed with the Ravens, and last year as a rookie, very productive. 718 yards in only 11 games played. 300-yard games in the second half of the season. All of them victories, really helping propel the Ravens into the postseason. Also had better than 5 yards per carry. Quite a start for the Staten Island native to his NFL career. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Paris Campbell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Mack, draw play. And some room to maneuver. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Tucker now for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Robinson's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Mahomes rolling to his right. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Chiefs! Butker on for the PAT. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
the last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Mahomes. Steps away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's McCoy. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1.